Stanley Black & Decker provides tools and services around the globe to help turn great ideas into reality and to help us shape the world we live in. We proudly support programming that inspires invention, innovation, and hard work. Together with Make48, we're providing men and women the tools and resources to build a better world. Stanley Black & Decker, for those who make the world.
Previously on Make48, the mentors reviewed the newly redesigned products.
I personally think 100 plus, $100 to $150 retail on that.
And new marketing videos were created.
Good.
Stay tuned as the prototypes are finalized, crowdfunding campaigns are launched, and the products are introduced to the world. Make48, everyone's got a big idea.
We're going to go to San Francisco and I want to meet with IndieGoGo directly. They know success stories, they know failures, and we need to show them where our products are at and see their reaction with price, the product itself, the size, the videos. We need to know all that.
The crowdfunding these products is going to be a process, but it's a very important one because this is kind of the mini launch before taking it to market. When crowdfunding, if it reaches the goal and surpasses the goal, that's phenomenal. That's news. That's something that people will pick up on and want to buy the product.
I'm so glad you guys are here. We're going to go into a meeting with one person on our campaign strategy team and another person on our outreach team. They're both experts in helping people figure out how to bring a product to market through crowdfunding, and they've been doing this for years, worked with hundreds of campaigners and products, and they've seen, all the things that work, don't work, and have great tips and advice for people about to start a campaign.
Tom demonstrates the 3 products to the campaign strategists, highlighting the key features and benefits of each one.
Do you think you can make it smaller than this, or are these kind of the 2 standard size?
This would be the smallest it goes. A lot of drains are a 4-inch diameter, stainless steel. However, a lot of drains, bathrooms, small bathrooms have just a smaller drain hole, and this is a perfect size for the kitchen and for that.
You could probably use it in a kitchen sink too, huh?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Perfect for obviously, vegetables and stuff going down the sink already. You don't want that, obviously.
And what is the price point?
The price point is going to be under $10 per unit, but obviously for shipping a product, it becomes very challenging.
Sure.
If you're buying a product for $9.95 and its shipping's $5, it defeats the purpose. These products actually do really well nest together. So we envision a 2-pack.
Yep.
And the shipping's gonna be the same, so it could be under $19.95 for 2.
It's a great product, and I think creating a story to get people excited will be very challenging.
Tell me what you think. If we crowdfund this, what do we have to do to make it successful?
Would the outside of that be customizable?
So the part has 2 parts of housing. You see the blue part is 1 part, so that's gonna be snapped together in production. So yeah, that can be customizable, easy.
I could see it obviously being attractive to parents, but where my mind went automatically was like frat houses and bars and that sort of thing.
What did you say the price point would be?
We believe that $19.95 is going to be the price.
So I really liked this one when we were judging because I just felt like there were so many fun things you could do with it in the campaign.
Right, so a good video is obviously going to be key here. I think the price point is actually pretty solid. $20 is kind of roughly the most that I would imagine a parent is going to pay to potentially use it as a partial gag gift / partial just great tool to make something that's definitely not very fun, probably at least a little bit more fun or comical at least.
Yeah. So our concerns with this product is going to get the price point to the right amount for the consumer. Sure. Obviously American made, there's a lot of labor going into it, a lot of handcrafted components. We have 4 chopping boards in one, which a lot of people won't recognize, but that's obviously a big thing, saving for them.
Right.
Have you thought about making it detachable? Like instead of having it be a book where you have 2 connected, you separate them and you have 1 of each that you can buy at a lower price point?
Totally.
Yeah, that's a really good point that we've just come to think recently, but yeah, that's a perfect way to get that price point. Yeah.
Part of what I really liked about this product when we were judging, again, speaking a little bit to moms, is the education component of it. This teaches you what to do, and it also, by default, it teaches you good cooking habits in terms of not mixing your meats and vegetables and cutting straight and cleaning things.
I know at the competition, education was the key. They wanted to inspire people wanting to be a chef. You know, when we represent those inventors, we want to stick to what they believe in too, right? So I believe the education will be a big factor moving forward.
I think for the campaign, there's a few things to think about. Again, this is another one where the video will be really important, demonstrating all the different ways to use it. And you could also make this a really fun interactive video too, depending on how you position the product. And then I think another thing the campaign could be really good for is figuring out exactly who the right market is. There's no doubt there's some really strong appeal to this product, I think, and that we saw that in the competition with the judging, and we're seeing it now. I think it's just figuring out exactly what the right market fit is that the campaign can really help you with. My suggestion to inventors is don't be shy about your idea or your product. Tell people about it right away and listen to the feedback. You're gonna start with a great idea and something you're really passionate about, and then you're gonna tell people, and they're gonna give you even more great ideas to build off of, and that's gonna result in something that really meets a need or is a benefit to consumers. So take your passion and all the feedback you get and turn it into something great, and make sure to listen.
Next stage moving forward, guys, we're getting ready for crowdfunding. That's going to be our big launch. Erica, when we were judging, Erica IndieGoGo thought that this was the hot item, perfect for crowdfunding. We went to San Francisco, met the whole team at IndieGoGo. They all thought the same thing. So a lot of buzz, a lot of excitement. We then had the National Hardware Show we're getting ready for. So that's where the world is going to see the product. The buyer meetings are going to happen. A lot of excitement on the product so far. So,
what do you guys think?
That's awesome. That's cool. I'd like to think I would see this product and give it a serious thought.
Well, we'll be at the National Hardware Show here shortly, and it should be pretty exciting to see what the rest of the world thinks about this.
25,000 people at the National Hardware Show. A lot of them are big buyers, big brands, so it's going to be on display. We're excited for that.
Well, let's hope it does amazing things there. I think one of the major takeaways that I've learned is time. It takes a lot more time than I expected to get something fully developed. And we obviously developed a product in 48 hours, and we saw it almost working. I mean, it was really, really close to being a working prototype. So I am amazed now when I see a product that's been released. I realize it's been in development for much longer than I would have assumed beforehand. We're looking at development that maybe started the year before or even the year before that. And that's been a learning curve that I didn't expect. In terms of the prototype here, I assume that this prototype will work out some things here and there, but this is pretty much what we're wanting to go with the final product, or are there some upgrades, like, you know, a changeable lens for a different image on the reticle or anything like that? Is there anything else in the works for this, or?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of things that we're going to collaborate on moving forward, but there's a lot of potential for phase 2, phase 3 for this product after launch.
Right.
You don't
projecting an image on the water.
You don't want to have too many things launched in the first product. We need to keep the cost down for that initial launch, and then if successful after that, then we can move into new versions of it. This is the type of product we can do unlimited amount of, you know, add-ons in the future, but you really want to launch that first phase first. Prove it out, prove the concept.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it launched on IndieGoGo. It's a good way to get that instant feedback, see how the world responds to it.
Hopefully it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, it will. It's a winner.
So do you think that most of the sales potential will happen at the hardware show, or through crowdfunding, or through personal connections? I mean, where do you see marketing and sales potential for this product?
I see most of the sales are going to come on the initial launch with the crowdfunding. Okay. The National Hardware Show is a perfect place to meet with all the buyers, but they're not buying at the show. They're seeing what's available for next year, and they're going to plan it into their planogram.
So crowdfunding is basically our excitement generator, and then hopefully we'll see some of the larger numbers in sales coming after that.
The Whiz-Bang's a fun product, and it's one of my favorite. I think the Whiz-Bang will do great, especially on crowdfunding. It seems to be the type of thing that really does well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that does. It's been a lot of fun.
So let's fast forward a little bit, right? This product's going to go and do, you know, video. It's going to go into marketing, launch, crowdfunding, but after that we've got real life scenario. You know, you got retail, you got shopping network. How are we going to sell this? You know, how are we going to merchandise this? Yeah. And that's the challenge. The retail price of this product will be a single unit. Okay. I think will be most suitable. But I also envision that this product is going to nestle very well and make a tower. This product is merchandised in the plumbing area, near the chemicals, near the snakes, near all those expensive things people are used to paying, right? And here's your product.
As far as the packaging goes, but the way that it stacks, you can get so many within a really tight shelf space, which is incredibly important to retailers. Like if it's above a certain shelf space, they're not going to compromise with you. You have to fit their metrics. So I think it's really nice that we can fit all of that product into that small space.
So I see this product as being a tower of units that the lid comes off and then it's placed on the shelf. And people can pick up 1, they can pick up 2, they can pick up 5.
Okay.
We know that blister packs are great for certain products, but to blister pack one product is going to be, it's going to create a higher cost that therefore the consumer has to end up paying for.
So I do love the idea of having it stacked in one place so the consumer can kind of grab it and go get as many as they need.
So for $9.95, they could be solving a lot of problems and heartache and no plumber. And talk about the chemicals is one of the worst things that you can do to the drain.
Instead of all those reactionary products that are really expensive, you could buy this very inexpensive preventative product and not have to deal with any of that.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
I think launching a product is more taxing than planning a wedding. I'm pretty late.
That's interesting. I may disagree.
I may disagree with that.
With prototypes in hand, the Make48 team travels to the National Hardware Show in Las Vegas, Nevada. There, they will present the products and meet with potential buyers.
We're about to head to the National Hardware Show.
The wonderful thing about trade shows is you get the exposure of 1,000 phone calls.
There are people from every end of the spectrum there. You have people that maybe are just starting, to the top people with the top brands who've been doing this for years, have a wealth of knowledge.
Which really gives you access that there's no other way you'd get. If you try to dial these people up on the phone, they wouldn't take the call. But at the hardware show, they stop and talk to you. It's pretty cool.
We want to get noticed, we want to get the buyers to see us, and we want the chance to get these 3 products all the way to market, and we'll navigate that and get to the best retailers we possibly can to give the products the ultimate chance on retail. We're selectively showing our products to certain people that we know and trust in retail, and the response has been good. The quality of the Chop Guide, people think it's an amazing product, it looks amazing, it looks attractive, they would buy it. That's the kind of stuff we need to know, need to hear. We've got a great response and are proving that the suction cup is working. Right there we have the kitchen sink, and we're showing the buyers and demonstrating that, so that's been a really good response. And the whiz bang itself, there is more laughter. There's a toilet in our booth, and we're showing this whiz bang to certain people, and the reaction is, it's funny. Here you are showing the buyers for the first time our product range, and it's been a really, really good response.
I think my favorite part of it was the Inventor Spotlight.
At the National Hardware Show, they have a great relationship with the UIA, which is the United Inventors Association.
Absolutely love going through there, feeling the energy and feeling the excitement of people. These are inventors that a year ago were in their basement making this product, trying to figure out how to do it. And now, here they are in Las Vegas, displaying their product to some of the biggest companies in the world. And these guys are on fire. They're so excited to be there. They're having so much fun.
You're the president of the United Inventors Association.
Yes.
What relationship do you have with this area of the National Hardware Show?
Well, the United Inventors Association we're the largest nonprofit inventor association in the country dedicated to inventor education, helping people learn how to get their products to market, and we also advocate for inventor rights and issues in Washington. We started this program about 10 years ago at the Hardware Show. We contracted with them to take over the Inventor Innovation Corner. And it was empty, and it was a seed that had to grow. And a lot of people thought inventors, were weird people back then. But now we're like the center of attention. It's like we're talking innovation. So you can see we have speakers as they're going on now. These are all experts. For instance, the speaker right now speaking runs the innovation program for a very large hardware company.
Right.
So he's telling inventors right now how to pitch these companies and how to, from an inside angle, how to do it.
After getting feedback at the National Hardware Show and elsewhere, the decision is made to alter the design of the Chop Guide in order to cut down on manufacturing costs.
So we came back from Tried and Design with version 3, new drawings, new prototypes, and we want to show you guys what we came up with.
This is it. It's just a single layer. It's not bound. It has no hinges. So you've got the fish and vegetables. You've got the chicken and vegetables. You have the beef and vegetables.
Nice.
Right?
I'm really excited about the new single piece, the half board they came up with, because I think that's something that I could buy and use in my small apartment, and the weight is a lot lighter.
What do you guys think?
It's a really good solution to all the issues that we were encountering.
Because remember, we had a price problem.
Yeah.
It was way too high. So by doing just a single page, if you will, with double-sided, that cut the cost in half.
It makes it more marketable.
Makes it more marketable. They can custom pick fish, chicken, or beef.
I'm really excited to see it go forward. I really, really am.
So this is the version we're going to take to crowdfunding. You've gone from winning a competition in 48 hours with your prototype, did a great job on the prototype. You can see the life cycle of a product. It's not easy and it takes a lot of time.
I've had previous experience in getting a product to the market itself. So I kind of knew the background, but I didn't know the in-depth background as far as what all was covered and what all might need to be done to make sure this product gets to to consumers.
But I think you guys did a great job, so it's looking we were really confident with this product.
With the products in their final stages, the team checks in with their campaign strategist to get some last-minute crowdfunding advice.
The importance of crowdfunding is huge in this process, and so when talking to Michelle from IndieGoGo, we were able to tap into a network that not many people get to.
One of the most important things you want to do before you launch is to spend a few months building up an audience. One way that people do this is to build a landing page for the product, and then begin to drive traffic to the landing page and collect emails in that way. 2,000 to 3,000 is a general number. So you just want to build a very simple landing page that tells you a little bit about the product, have a nice image, and then offer users some kind of, you want to have a compelling call to action.
So the purpose of having 2,000 emails, like you say, is to try to reach our target as soon as possible. Is that the point of that?
Exactly. We find that campaigns that reach 30% of their goal within the first 48 hours tend to succeed. So if your goal is, $10,000, you want to try to hit around $3,500, within the first 48 hours. And if you can do that, then you're basically off to a better start.
So Michelle, as the campaign goes on, we know that there's kind of a lull during the middle of the campaign. Is there something that we can offer or do during the middle to kind of boost up those contributions and make it kind of re-energized?
We actually have a tool on our platform called Secret Perks. What that is, it actually allows you to create a perk that's hidden, and only people who have the specific URL that correlates with the super perk will see it. What you can do is you can contact people on your mailing list who haven't contributed and offer them a special deal and tell them, we're gonna, because you were initially signed up for a product, this is a secret perk for this product at $50, you're saving $20 off of the current perk price. And it's a way to kind of inject your campaign with more activity sort of midway through.
It was great to speak with her and learn more about what we should do in terms of each campaign and each product and the right things to do, kind of general guidelines, things like that. So the first part of the crowdfunding process is building a landing page. A landing page is a simple platform online where people just enter their email addresses and they want to learn more about the product.
So we need to kind of buy some of these domain pages that we want, that we're thinking for the products.
Right.
So let's go ahead and type in like whiz bang and see what's available.
Are we doing .com?
Let's see if it's available. I don't know. Okay.
Oh, it's taken.
Well, we knew that that was probably a possibility. So let's look and see what other options are available. Maybe shop?
I like shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well maybe let's look and see if like shopguide.shop are, and that way we can keep everything kind of uniform and the same. So let's go ahead and add all 3 of those domains to our cart and get those bought so that we can create the landing pages for our crowdfunds.
Okay, perfect.
Well, team, we're getting to the end. We've got 3 awesome products. Prototypes have been redone. Challenges, we've had a few challenges.
We did.
Bob.
I tell you, the biggest challenge for us was cost and just the labor and the manufacturing. From a great prototype, we just narrowed it down to a single page because the double one was just too heavy and too cost prohibitive. So what do you guys think of that?
Looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
I would definitely do the competition and Make48 again. I think it's a good chance for someone to learn what actually goes into the building of a product.
Process has been a lot more in-depth than what I was expecting.
Yeah, I didn't think anywhere past the 48 hours. So it's been a journey these past few months that, I wasn't expecting all of this, but it's been a good experience.
I wasn't really looking towards the future. I just was going to do the competition and see what happened. It's just like a big learning opportunity.
And then we come up with a different thing for the magnets. So instead of trying to glue them in, we come up with the 2 halves. So you just drop the magnet in, put it in on one side, and then just snap it together, no glue. So it cuts down on that labor cost.
Being an art student really helped me apply my skills to this competition. It was really satisfying to see those skills sort of manifest in a more applicable way in the real world, like manufacturing a product.
How about you, Rich? Did you run in challenges?
Oh, yeah. So the Whiz Bang has been a great, fun project to work on. It's been kind of a crazy one. I never thought I'd be working on a toilet device, which keeps little boys from whizzing on the floor, so to speak.
Just little boys?
And big guys.
Okay.
And big guys.
Just the process of seeing this getting developed, we've learned a lot. We get to see, what it takes to put a promo video together, the marketing side, learning how the patent process works a little more, and just seeing how all that takes time. You can have an idea, and all you gotta do is get it to somebody that can put it on the shelves. In reality, there's a lot of redesigning of the prototype, promotion of it, the legal side. There's a lot that goes into it.
This was the original prototype, which is really small. It's kind of crazy small. Yeah, we have a whole lot of technology that gets packed inside of here, which required some professional engineering, a lot of electronics work. We're packing in a tilt switch, a laser diode, an infrared sensor, an audio amp, an audio device to hold the music, and a whole lot of support electronics to make that happen, plus a battery.
Wow.
All that, there was no way it was going to happen in here.
Sure. Wow.
So what we did, we wound up putting it in a little bit bigger device, which wound up really being kind of cool, because now, going on the back of the seat instead of where they had it, this can be adjusted for different size toilets to make sure that the target is right where you want it.
If you were going to try to invent something at home and bring it to market, I'd say go for it, but be prepared for a long haul. It's not going to be quick, and it's not going to be real easy, and we've got a big team behind us, and it's still a lot of work. But it's not impossible for somebody that's at home that wants to bring something to market. There's resources out there, and you got to stick to it and stay with the dream.
We're excited about it. I saw it work. It's fantastic.
This process, I think, has been really energizing for our group, for our team, because in general, I think the process has been fantastic. It's been really enjoyable. It's been interesting to see everything happen. It's been interesting to see the marketing and some of the negotiations happening behind the scenes, and to watch the product develop, from our initial idea to a working prototype, a working model.
And Kurt, the drain cover.
Yeah, the drain cover. It's had its own set of challenges, although a simpler device than these other two. It has its own challenges, unique challenges.
I know that with Larry, he prototyped this, I think, 10 times just to get the suction, the right size and the suction to work.
Wow.
To make it stick, so.
It's amazing that he signed us up for this competition, that we actually completed the competition, and that we won 3rd place. I mean, it's fantastic. Yeah. So I'm very happy that he did it. I think for probably 24 hours or so afterwards, when I was still numb from the weekend, I wouldn't have had the same answer. But now, months and months later, it's amazing.
But more importantly is, how are we going to sell this to the world? You worked with Toomey and Sadie on the video?
Yeah, Toomey and Sadie, they were great to work with, and we had a fun time talking about how to tell the story of something that's fairly ordinary, right? But making it extraordinary in its solution. Obviously, a drain cover is not something that everybody gets jazzed about, right? But the solution and what it does is pretty terrific, and we had to tell a great story of how it solves that problem, which is a common problem everybody faces.
Like something we created during the weekend is potentially going to make it to market, and it's just an idea we had, and actually to see it come to fruition with her it's amazing.
Courtney, the crowdfunds.
Yes.
Where are we at with that?
We're getting our landing pages done, getting ready to go. Then we're getting all those emails flowed in from hopefully potential buyers. And then that goes to the IndieGoGo pages that they helped us out with. And then we're gonna launch these. So it's exciting, it's about to happen. Hopefully the crowdfunding goes well.
We'll get true feedback from the public.
Well, guys, it's been a great journey. So you've all done a really good job and come a long way in the time that we had, and the teams did awesome at the event. We want to prove that in the 48 hours, that working prototype, it takes a lot to get to that final market ready. And we met some amazing companies, met some amazing people and entrepreneurs on the way. So It's been fun.
And even though it takes a while to get to this end, it's that first 48 hours that's everything, and I think our team's proved that.
So the big test now is crowdfund. The general public, they're going to be the harshest critic of these products.
It'll be fun to see what happens. I can't wait. This is going to be exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait either.
The ride on these products continue. Our ride continues with the next Make48.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
It's going to be awesome. More teams, more products. This is going to
see what they come up with.
Yeah.
Looking forward to not sleeping.
Better start now.
Stanley Black & Decker provides tools and services around the globe to help turn great ideas into reality and to help us shape the world we live in. We proudly support programming that inspires invention, innovation, and hard work. Together with Make48, we're providing men and women the tools and resources to build a better world. Stanley Black & Decker, for those who make the world.
To learn more about the invention process and to get to know the teams, visit Make48.com.